Hi guys, Adam Katz for Browning Direct. Today we're going to be doing a website critique for IQ Canine Training, which is owned by Brett Geller and Leanne Shinton. These guys are clients of mine as well as good friends. At least I consider them good friends. They may be sitting at home watching this thinking, not so much, but it's what I think. So I'm going to go through this website. Now, they are clients of my 100% done for you Google AdWords management service. We don't actually send traffic from AdWords to this site. So this site is more for SEO and where they're sending people who, for example, might see the graphics on their truck or some of their other marketing. So I'm going to kind of go through and critique this. All in all, before I get into this, there's a lot of right going on. There's a lot of stuff that is just done really well and works really well. Both Brett and Leanne are incredibly sharp. Not only are they great dog trainers, but they're incredibly sharp business people. And I've been really impressed with how well they've been able to grow their business and the types of decisions that they make and just kind of the whole thing. So really amazing people. I'm going to say right off the bat that even as it is, even before critiquing this, I think that there's so much good going on here, but it would benefit you to actually hire a designer to kind of clean some of these issues up and just make it look a little bit nicer. This coming from a guy who does his own web design that looks like it's done with finger paints. That being said, though, you're close enough here that I think that help from an actual professional designer taking exactly what you've got here, but then making it look more pretty would really go a long ways to just helping the whole thing look a lot more slick and I don't want to say corporate, but just look a lot more together. So let's get into it. First, at the top, you'll notice that they've got a small logo which incorporates the company name, which is fantastic. I like that because you've got that here, and you've also got the domain name of the actual business. So that's good. You've got these two here. So you've got the branding and the company name. You've got only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different menu items at the top, which is perfect. You know, it's very clean. It's not overly complicated. You don't have 100 different things here. So that's fantastic. Here you've got the phone number. We want to add a call to action, call now, at least put call. If not, call now has been proven to be better. This has actually been tested extensively over the years in the advertising community, and they found that we get much better response if instead of just putting the phone number, saying call, and even better response if we say call now. You really, with all of your marketing, you really need to tell people what you want them to do. Most people, like myself, really aren't that bright. We need to be led. We need to be told, do this, click here, do that. Call me now. Don't call me next week, call me now, because you want to get them to pick up the phone as soon as they land on the page. So we've got a lot of prime real estate here taken up by this picture, which normally I would criticize, but for the fact that, number one, this picture is amazing. It really grabs you and captures you. But even better than that, you've got an amazing headline right here. And this is what we talk about when we talk about a benefit-oriented headline. I'm going to read it to you. We can help you to get your dog to listen to every command, to behave even when guests are visiting, to not jump or bark like crazy or pull on the leash and come every time you call. And then Brett Geller and Leanne Shinton, Oceanside, Carlsbad, and surrounding blah, blah, blah. This is great. I recommend that you change the font. This font looks a little bit too, I did it myself. And I think that we can get a better looking font that is still easy to read, but looks a little bit more, just looks better, looks more professional. The other thing is you got a lot of weird spacing issues going on here. So you've got this right here. It really probably should be left-hand justified if you can justify it here. So minor criticism there. That's the kind of thing that, if you brought a designer on board, that they could fix all of those issues. Scrolling down, we've got a picture of a gate. This is no good. This I would get rid of. It's just simply not working for you. I'm not even sure why we have a picture of a gate in the middle of our homepage. What you can do to make it much better is take a picture of you guys out in front of this gate, kind of like an action shot working with dogs. So that would make a lot more sense. But as it is, I'm not sure exactly why it's here. About your next favorite dog trainer, that's a great line, specifically for your about page. I don't really have a problem with it here. I think it's fine. I think it's just a wonderful headline. It's what the NLP guys call future pacing. So you're already establishing a frame in the future that you're going to be their favorite dog trainer. So that's good. This is kind of weird. You've got this. This is called a widow in the journalism and advertising and copywriting layout community. We don't want that. So what I would probably do here is maybe left-hand justify this here. You've also got some weird line spacing. It's just a little bit too much space here. Dog training transformation. I would turn that into a U headline. Your dog will be transformed just like these dogs. Check this out. Dog training programs. This looks fantastic. You've done an excellent job. I don't know if you took these pictures or these were stock photos, but either way, they look incredible. I really, really like this. And I like that it's kind of juxtaposed against the copy. One thing I don't remember if I mentioned this already, but this light gray copy is very difficult to read. So I would make that black. And again, probably left-hand justify, right about here. Keep this one centered right here, but left-hand justify this. Again, if you hire a designer, they can fix those things, just kind of clean it up. Again, another great photo. Then we have the retreat, which makes me think that maybe you're running some kind of dog training cult or yoga retreat, or I don't know what, but it doesn't work here. You want to change where it says the retreat to something else, something that has to do with dog training. Now, I can imagine in your mind, you're thinking, well, shouldn't that be obvious that this is, but I'm telling you just from somebody who's never looked at the website, at least not looked at the website in a long time. This could be better. This could be way better. So I would change this to say something about imagine training your dog in this beautiful environment, or this is where your dog will enjoy soaking up the sun in between training sessions at our beautiful ranch, or something like that. I'm not so good at copywriting on the fly per se, but I think you get my point. Just not sure what this retreat thing is all about. It makes me think that there's going to be some kind of like men's group where people are going to be playing the bongos. I don't know what, vegetarian retreat. Okay, so this is awesome. You've got a testimonial right down here, right on the homepage at the bottom. Fantastic. The only thing is that very, very difficult to read white text on a light background. So I would change the color of the text, maybe try black on a light background, might work better. And the line spacing is just funky. It's really weird. So that needs to be tightened up vertically so that there's not so much line spacing in between. Another thing here, you've got the name of the person giving the testimonial listed as Elizabeth A., San Diego dog owner. So whenever I see testimonials where the last name is just an initial, I think that you're making it up, because a lot of times people in the internet marketing business do actually make it up. That's why they're not putting the person's last name. Put the last name. They're not going to care. Don't put their address. Just put their first and last name. It's going to work a lot better for you. And again, it's very difficult to read, so we want to change the color of the text. You've got links to social media here. Get rid of that. We want to use social media to send traffic to our website, not send traffic from our website to our social media platforms. I've said this before, but Facebook, YouTube, Google, all these guys, they pay hundreds of millions of dollars to figure out how to keep people on their website. So once you send them to their website, they ain't coming back. It's just as simple as that. So get rid of that. Use social media to drive people to your site, because you're paying money, be it SEO or other advertising or whatever, to drive people to your site. Don't have any leaks that are going to bleed prospective clients away from the site. Keep them right here until you get them to take action and call you. Get a free consultation. That's a great subhead. Again, this is difficult to read, so we want to change this to be probably black text. And right here, you've got a contact form, also difficult to read. Maybe it's just my old eyes, but I don't think so. I would make that black. It's probably the default in your template, but you can change that. If you can't change that, go to Upwork and hire a designer who will change that for you. Upwork.com. It's like a freelancer website. And the problem that I see with this is you're asking for their name, their email, their telephone number, their city, the city they live in, their email subject, and their message, and then asking them to click on this "I am not a robot" thing. You're kind of asking me to do a lot of work, and I'm pretty lazy, as most people are. Now, what we found, this has been tested ad nauseum, so I'm not just making this up. Every additional form field that you add reduces your response. And we really want to get maximum response. Once they call, I can find out what city they live in and what they want to contact me about and all of that. So I would just ask for the free, their name, their email, and their phone number so that you have a way to get back in touch with them. And let's see, we've got here a little map. That's fine. It kind of shows the general area. And then you've got pretty pictures of scenery down here. Now, I would use that if I was selling a retreat. If I was selling come to our dog trainer retreat. It's a 7-day thing. You're going to live here. We're going to feed you and you're going to learn how to train dogs. If that's what you're doing, that's cool. Leave that in because you're more selling the place than you are the service. But what you're doing, what your goal is with this website is you really need to be selling just the service. We need to focus on just selling that one thing. So I would swap this out for more testimonials down here. Now, I'm going to go over to your training programs page. Your best friend again. This is kind of an incomplete idea. So I would kind of flesh this out, maybe something along the lines of make your dog your best friend again. Each of our programs are designed to create a well-behaved dog, stopping, barking, jumping, leash pulling, and more. Below are samples of some of our most popular programs. I would just say below are some of our most popular programs. So you've got boarding school. This looks fantastic. I love the 3-column layout with the dogs on the top of the columns and the white background. This looks really, really slick. Looks fantastic. I know that you designed the website yourself, but this aspect of it looks like it was done by a top pro. So that I really like. Obviously, you've got links that explain more about each program. Then you've got a little bit about puppy preschool. This is all good. And love it. Please don't look any further. IQ training is the real deal. Training is a big investment for some, but I can assure you every penny will be worth it with them. Fantastic. Except you want to use their last name here and then get rid of these social media things. Same criticism as on the homepage. But all in all, I'm really, really happy to see that it looks like you've got testimonials on every page or almost every page. Get a free consultation. Again, same issues as on the homepage. The map and pictures of pretty scenery, which instead should be testimonials. Now, on your free consultation page, this looks really great. Same deal. Make this a little bit easier to read. Dog training questionnaire. So you've got all this stuff you're asking them. Look, I'm your friend, and I don't think you even know me well enough to be asking me so many questions at this point. So get rid of this. Just ask for the 3 things. Same issue as before. Now, you can put this on a subpage if, after they've made a commitment to you. Either they've decided they're going to make the drive out to your facility or they're already a client. Put this on a subpage and then have them, go through and answer all these questions. That's okay. But this is really, they're landing on this website because it's their first touch. And so we don't want to scare them away by asking them too many questions. This has been tested ad nauseum. The fewer things you ask from them, the better you'll do with your response. Our consultation takes about 40 minutes to an hour. Your dog training curriculum will be designed around your individual dog and your goals. That's good. Again, we've got a line spacing issue. So most of my criticisms you could see are really more kind of design oriented. I'm not sure what this turquoise is about. This looks like something I might see on the side of a construction worker's truck down in Tijuana. Doesn't work, in my opinion. The other thing is this headline, the next step is yours to decide. Don't give them any chance to make any decisions. Really, when it comes to advertising and marketing, you need to tell them exactly what you want them to do. You need to be making the decision for them. So you need to be very specific. So I might say something like, follow these 3 steps to get your dog on the road to being the companion you've always dreamed about owning. Step number 1, contact us at 706-760, blah, 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 and set up a free consultation. Step 2, get ready to pencil into your calendar when your first training lesson will start. Number 3, expect to start seeing immediate results the very first hour you start working with us. So 3 steps to getting your dog to behave amazingly well. So again, don't leave anything up to them to decide. You tell them what you want them to do, just like with the dogs. Come for a visit. So I'm a little bit confused about this. I would think that it's an appointment-driven business, and you're not operating a retail business. So it says when you get to our retreat, again, this spoofs me. This makes me think like, the Manson family's living up there in a retreat or something. I don't want to go to a retreat. I want to go to a dog training company or to a dog trainer. When you get to you might say ranch. I don't know if that would work, but when you get to our ranch, you'll see the space your dog will have to enjoy nature, hiking, and the scenery. Why? I'm thinking I want my dog to go spend time with you to get educated. Is this relevant to what you're selling me? That's my question. And if it is, it may be. I'm just saying if it is, that needs to be explained. Why is that important? You might go into detail if your training philosophy incorporates, we believe in a very balanced dog. And so part of getting the dog's mind receptive to training is that, we also exercise his body and his spirit by exposing him to nature and hiking and scenery, because that sets the framework for absorbing all of the lessons we're then able to teach him. Something like that would make sense. But the way that it is right now, I don't think it works. You've got more call to action. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Very easy to figure out how to contact you either by email or by phone. That's excellent. Same deal here. All in all, this is another website that, I'm picking it apart because always little things we can do to improve a website. But this website really has 90 to 95% of really what it should have. I mean, you're pretty much there, just some minor design issues and some little tweaks. But all in all, this is a really, really good website, and I'm super proud of you guys. Just in general, I think you're doing a great job with your business and your advertising, the website, the whole thing. I'm super impressed with you guys, and keep doing what you're doing because you are awesome. And hey, if you want to be as awesome as Brett and Leanne and really grow your business, Google AdWords is a fantastic way to grow your business very, very quickly, except it's complicated to set up, and you really need to be an expert if you want to maximize your return on investment. That's what we do at Browning Direct. We offer a 100% done-for-you Google AdWords management service. We take care of everything from soup to nuts, from setting up and managing the campaigns to the landing page creation, design, copywriting, the call tracking, forwarding, and recording, everything you need to start getting calls and having that phone ring with people who are looking for what you have to sell. So if that sounds good to you, get in touch with me at Browning Direct. I'm Adam Katz. Look forward to another website critique in just a few minutes, guys. Thanks so much. Take care.